no degree, so how on earth is he gonna control me?
The heart of her husband safely trusts her. Can your husband trust you? Talks about your husband's intimacy, privacy to your mama, papa, nana, dada, and even pastor. And he's not going to fix it. I cannot stand hanging around a lazy man. Hello everyone, my name is Consistance. Welcome to my channel Consistance Place, and I highly welcome back those who are returning members. And if you are new to this channel, you are very welcome too, and please do not forget to subscribe. Today I am going to be talking about 5 practical ways in which women can submit to their husbands. Kind of 5 hacks in which women can submit to their husbands. Some women are allergic to the phrase, "Wives, submit to your husbands." Ouch!
I'm a big girl, I'm a grown woman, I got my career, I got my job, I make my money, I can pay my bills, I got my car, I'm gonna be defending my PhD soon. He ain't even got no degree, so how on earth is he gonna control me?
Hey woman, slow down. That's not what we are talking about. Submission is sweet when approached with the right heart and the right understanding. Some women have taken submission to the negative direction, where it has become a burden that they cannot carry. A simple illustration. I am a nurse. When we go to work, we have a team of nurses, usually with the same qualification. But one of these nurses is assigned to be the charge nurse who coordinates the other nurses. Just imagine for a minute if the other nurse or the other nurses contest the leadership of the other charge nurse. The nursing care delivery system will be jeopardized, and patient safety too will be jeopardized. So now God has assigned the man to be the leader of the home and the wife to be the helper. Just imagine being the helper of a leadership of your home for your own benefit. Isn't that beautiful? That is God's design. And when this system is disrupted, the mechanism fails. If your husband loses his leadership, you, the wife, will be the first person to suffer, because God's mechanism of marriage or God's system of marriage has been disrupted. If your husband loses his leadership, the first person to suffer is you, because God's system of marriage has been disrupted. And if that system is disrupted in the house, what you guys are living in your home is not marriage life. You are just cohabiting, or otherwise living in a battlefield. Am I right or wrong? Listening is an act of submission. Do not get the habit of shutting down your husband when he brings in an idea, even if you think that idea is 100% wrong. Listen, you might be surprised to what details will captivate you. How many times do wives shut down their husband because they think their idea is dumb? Globally, you are the one that see the detail. The man sees globally, but the woman sees in detail. Before he presents his idea, you've already scanned it through your detail machine and has seen all the failures, and you've already shut him down. But he doesn't know. Give him an opportunity to explore the idea. You might be surprised, he might have a point. This is how we women react when men bring in their proposals. Hey, look at that one. Oh, another idea. 2016 you fail, 2017 you fail, and 2020 you're bringing the same idea too. Don't even bring it here. Just I don't even want to get. Don't even bring it around me. That's how we do, and we reduce the man down to nothing. We reduce him down to nothing, and that is someone that we can present to us. That is a man that is our head. Do not get the habit of getting so crazy over issues, but be empowered to control your own emotions. Who can relate to this? For instance, the tap is dripping in the visitor's bathroom. You say, "Hey honey, when you have a chance, would you mind checking on the tap that is dripping in the visitor's bathroom?" "Yes, sweetheart." Next day, "Hi honey, please don't forget to check the tap that is dripping in the visitor's bathroom." Okay. The third day, women, who can relate? can tell me how to do it? This tap is still dripping in this house. I have said it more than 100 times. And it has been for a week that this tap has been dripping. And this tap is going to drip again for the next 20 years. And he's not going to fix it. I cannot stand hanging around a lazy man. Guess what the men usually do? They usually give a deaf ear. They act as if they have not heard. They keep doing what they are doing. Let me tell you something. Your marriage has been affected. The tap has not been fixed. Your heart is not happy. So many things are going wrong. But you can have a choice. You can tell the tap, you're not going to spoil my heart. You're not going to affect my marriage. I will fix you. Let me give you my trick. I will make my husband fix that tap without affecting the relationship. I'll just go. Maybe if he's watching news, I'll just watch. Whoa, what's going on in the news today? Oh my, really? I joined him and listen and said, by the way, I know you are busy. Do you mind giving me the back of your spanner so I can go fix that tap? Guess what? I don't want to fix the tap. He said, oh, which back of spanners? You want to fix the tap? I'll be like, yeah, I know you're busy. I just want to fix the tap. Guess who is going to fix that tap? He's going to get off that chair, go get the back of spanners, and then at that point, fix the tap. Without me ruining the relationship. That was just an example. A lot of things can get fixed without actually ruining the relationship. The Bible says, Proverbs 27:15, a continual dripping on a rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Keeping the kids in order is an act of submission. If you find the kids misbehaving to their dad, you as a wife, you have to call them to order right away and tell them that they don't have to disrespect their father. That is honorable to a man. The wife is supposed to reinforce the rules that have been put in place by the husband to the children. Even if she doesn't agree with these rules, you can reinforce them, and talk to the man apart to amend these rules. An example, the husband can give a rule in the house that no eating around the table when dinner time is over. Everybody has to clean up and pass on to their homework. You as a wife, all you have to do, remember daddy has said nobody has to hang around the table during dinner. Please hurry up and clean up. But in the back of your mind, you know that one of your kids is a slow eater. You always have to motivate them to eat at odd times here and there. You don't have to declare that right away to break the rule of your husband. You can go see your husband aside and say, but remember that other kid, we motivate them. I mean, you can go back there and give them a chance to have another opportunity to eat, because you know they are always being motivated to eat. They don't really like eating. If we stand by that rule on that other child, that child is going to starve. And then the husband will come back and amend the rule and modify the rule and give a chance for that child to eat. The rule has, what you want has been done, the child has eaten, the husband has been honored without any relationship affected. That's another example. Wives can honor their husband with modest beauty. Husband loves their wives and usually want to show off their wives without letting other men picture their wives naked. You can dress modestly and at the same time beautiful. Pay attention to the way you dress, especially when you go for worship, when you go for company gatherings, when you go for family reunions. You can dress modestly and pay attention not to show off cleavage, legs, too much legs, bare skin. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 3 to 4. Do not let your adorning be merely outward arranging hair, wearing gold, or putting on fine apparel. Rather, let it be the hidden person of the heart with the incorruptible beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is precious, which is very precious in the sight of the Lord. Instead, show off with your humility, show off with your humbleness to honor your husband and to honor God. A wife can honor her husband by being trustworthy. Proverbs 31:11. The heart of her husband safely trusts her. Can your husband trust you? Or are you the kind of wife who
talks about your husband's intimacy, privacy, personality, finances to your mama, papa, nana, dada, and even pastor. Some women are even, you are not in marriage for media coverage. You are not in marriage as a news reporter. Honor your husband. Some women are even like village town criers. They steal their husband's information, their marriage information at the village square. Hold on a minute. I'm going to be telling you what you should be telling people about your husband. Say good things about your husband. Speaking good about your husband is a way of honoring him. Appreciate and encourage him, and this brings out the hero in him. Speak highly of him to your friends, to your neighbors, to your family, to your co-workers, and they will in turn honor your husband. You have not been appointed to publish a list of his weaknesses. You have not also been appointed as the president of the jury. Neither have you been appointed as a judge in the Supreme Court to pass penalty against him. If a penalty is pronounced against him, guess what? The whole office is going down, including you, because you are the helper in that office. Another way you can honor your husband with your achievements. An educated woman, a career woman, an entrepreneur woman is a blessing to her husband and not a competitor. Remember that when you are shining out there, other people are longing to know the man who is behind this great woman. And if you do not give your husband that same honor, you are ruining your own fame. Make sure you tell your husband that it is because of his support that you are shining out there. Make sure to tell him that you could not have achieved all this without him, and that the success you are bringing back or all the achievement that you are getting is just because of his love for you, and you couldn't have done it without him. If you are a boss at work, immediately turn into a wife and a mom when you get home, and do not let your home to be ruled by diplomas, by your career, or by your money. Let the husband lead. I have a story to share with you. At work, one day we were short staff. I have a boss. She's a director of another department in our unit. There was shortage of staff. Someone that I had to work with, that had to work under my supervision, there was shortage of that position. So my boss signed up. She is a doctor. She signed up, and I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to supervise my boss. As soon as she got into that position, she assumed the role. She would come and report everything that she had to report to me, and she would do those mean things that she had to do, because I was thinking that maybe I would have to step out there to assist the doctor. But she immediately took her role and was reporting to me, and that really inspired me and made me feel more relaxed and more comfortable with her. And each time she picked up that role, I was so happy because she relaxed me and made the shift very, very comfortable. In fact, that my boss has really inspired me in the way she can easily switch her role from being a boss and a leader to being answerable to me without any contention. That is I took that example. That's the same way we should switch our that's the same way wives should switch their roles from leadership roles at work to wife role and mother role at home. Leadership of a man was designed by God. The help of a woman to the husband was designed by God. Let's make this God's system work. Submit to your husband's wife. It is God's design. Let me know how you submit to your husband. Let me know other ways you use to submit to your husband. Let me know how submission works in your own home. Leave it down in the comment. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe too, and see you in my next video. Thank you.